All right, well, we're at Mopar Mike's house. This is his new project. Getting all together and ready to go. It's all mocked up. And this is a 440, slightly modified. A few goodies there, here and there. And it will be going in this car. It'll be going in that, and the little 318 will be coming out. Okay, this will be going in Mike's Dart also. This is a Hemi Denny K-member kit. And Mike painted everything all up real nice using Eastwood products. That's all going on the car. Here's a little bit of all the accessories here. Now we have to figure out what to do with all of it.
Come up with this and let's see what this.
I'll watch this.
Watch me there and let's see what this booger does right now.
I'll watch this.
Hoping I got it just right.
No, you got it.
Hang on. We're over here.
Yeah.
Come out of the holes over here.
It's out of there. It's ready to come up.
Cool.
See there?
Oh, right on. Great.
You know something I see people doing all the time on the shows on TV and stuff is they'll get their hand down here under things.
Oh no,
And that's a big no-no. There you go. Okay. All right. We're ready to raise it up out of there.
Nice. Let's see how high this thing will go. Yeah, this motor don't weigh nothing compared to the 440.
Yeah.
Oh, header.
Header drop. It's a pain in the butt.
Forget it. I said I'm just gonna get the motor out and that'll be the end of that. I think we're gonna get lucky on this one.
Looks like it.
One more.
Yeah, you're clear.
Okay, I'm gonna swing butt this way,
Uh-huh.
and that way motor can
That's fine.
go on the floor or over there somewhere.
Okay.
I hope jump truck.
Okay, so now that we got this thing out, the overdrive is going to be going on the 727 transmission for the 440 big block. And a little trick here is if you take a box end wrench, put it on there like that, and put a bolt through the bell housing, then your converter doesn't fall out when you're moving your transmission around. Okay, well, since we talked last, Mike has decided he's going to do a spring relocation. And so we're going to show a little bit of him working on that and what's going on there.
You can see here where the existing bracket is. This is factory right here. Okay, I had to weld the bracket on this side because this is where the subframe runs, and this needs to be plumb or flush right here. And then behind that I have 3x3 tubing cut out on one side and stuffed up over the subframe. And then from here I have the subframe connector, which goes off the tail of this piece all the way to your torsion bar cross member. So that ties it all in. But let me stuff this bracket that I made for the leaf springs up in here. You can see what it looks like when it's actually on there.
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. And this is just a mock-up. All the fab work has been done. So let's get this bad boy on here, see what it looks like.
Go over toward you more. There you go.
This goes in here. Let's get a nut on here. A lot of work, but if you want to tub your A-body and you want some big old meats on your car, then this is what you got to do, because there's really no other way around it, with the leaf springs being in the way. And not a difficult conversion, just you know, time consuming, and you know, you got to pay attention with all your geometry and your math, so you get these things, you know, as close as you can. But anyways, let me get these bolts in here to tighten this up, because this is roughly where it's going to be welded in place here. And it's not going to be exact right now, but it's going to give you guys an idea of you know, what it looks like. But there it is. There's your bracket. Now, if you're going to use Caltrax like I have, which I love because you don't need a pinion snubber, it worked pretty damn good. Your Caltrax will go in like this. And I have these 4 settings. So if I'm going to put it on the lowest setting here right now, right there. So Caltrax, your leaf spring rides right in here where my finger is, right here in line. It's about where the leaf runs to the bolt. So this thing, that would be, the leaf would be level right there, but you don't ride level because then you have no play. But this thing's probably going to ride right about, there's the angle right there. I noticed my leaves when I took it out, my angle of my leaves are somewhere in here. So that gives me a good inch away on the roller for the roller that goes on top of the leaf. I probably got a good 1 inch either way, and it's probably not going to move much more than that. I mean, if you're jumping hills or something in a 4x, then this thing's going to be back all the way over here all the time. Right. But for street, you know, and then as I move this thing out, if I want to move it out for the tires with the other hole, then that's going to bring this thing bracket further out. That'll give me more play here where the nut is. Okay, where the connection is. But anyways, that's the Caltrax, and that's why I had to notch this out. Right. Okay. But it's coming together. Yeah, it looks good. It's going to be a lot of welding. But this is what I wanted, and time to probably order my axle shortening kit from Dr. Diff, you know, so I can weld on my new bearing flanges. Right. You know, and then I also got my axles from Dr. Diff also, and they have 5 inches of spline on them, the Dr. Diff axles. Yeah. So you can cut them whatever length you want when you shorten your rear end. Yeah. So you don't have to re-buy axles. So buy from Dr. Diff, or at least make sure you got some spline that you can cut if you don't. Yeah. You know? Okay. I'm going to go, wow, I didn't even think of that. Okay, so these are the Dr. Differential axles, and what Mike was talking about the splines is up here. You see how much spline there is there. There's a ton. Okay, here comes the radius portion of the bracket, which is an inside radius, not an outside. I just take my Dremel here and just kind of, I just kind of play with it a little here until I get a radius that looks good. Go for it. Yeah, inboard Mopar A-body brackets, fabricated, 4 holes. The 2 holes in this direction here are to move the wheel away from the wheel well another inch, in case you want to run some 28-inch tires like slicks, real tall tires. And then I also have 1 inch drop down so I can lower the back of the car an inch with these holes here where the bolt is. And the lower holes here are the stock location. So there's some adjustment there for the rear wheel, depending on what kind of tires you want to run.
Nice.
The reason that this bracket is notched out is because the CalTrac has, this is where your leaf spring goes, right here where my finger is.
Right.
That's where the leaf spring rides. So this allows the roller to go up into the bracket here, so that you have all this adjustment here for your leaf spring. And that's what allows this bracket to work. If you were to buy the stock brackets, you'd have to notch them out anyway if you're going to use CalTrac's inboard on your A body. So a little bit of geometry there.
So you just made these out of channel?
Yeah, I made these out of channel.
Okay.
Went ahead and opened them up to 3 inches ID on the inside, which is what the CalTrac uses, with the leaf spring obviously. And then you have to notch your subframe obviously. You have to cut your subframe out so this fits up into the subframe.
Right.
And then you got to stitch all the way around here, both sides, front, all the way down. And then these holes here are locators. This is the stock location of the stock front leaf spring connection. This is a Mancini cadmium plated, not stock. But anyways, yeah, that's where your leaf spring's right outside of your frame rail, your subframe rail. You move them inboard 3, then you could stick your nice big tires and rims on there.